to weather now. Certainly a beautiful January day, but conditions are changing soon.
Yeah, we're going to definitely need to break out those coats come the weekend.
Yeah, we're going to have an initial round of cold, but that's not the big chill in the Arctic air we're expecting. That holds off till next week. We still have a little bit to enjoy this milder air that brought in today to highs near 70, a little over in some cases. Still around overnight tomorrow morning. Then we got this initial front and maybe a chance of some stronger, maybe some severe storms, but I really think that threat is extremely low. Let's start with the temperatures. You can see that we're still into the 60s, still close to 70 here in New Orleans, 68 Belle Chasse, 65 Bogalusa, but still some 70s to our state's capital, and even 72 into Houma. So let's just get right into the track of what's coming our way. The system that unfortunately dropped a lot of snow near Lake Tahoe, you heard about unfortunate events there, has now started to set up in the southern Rockies and the southern plains. That will bring through the front, and it's still fairly mild tomorrow after that initial front, but around a colder air drops in for the weekend. Chilly kind of Saturday, a little chilly and cool into Sunday, but at least we're dry. We're not like December where we had storms every weekend. We could see an initial round of some showers coming in late tonight, but this is going to come from what happens west or developing ahead of the main round of storms. I don't think we find much. There is a chance we could tap into some heat and energy that's in the atmosphere and a stronger storm could erupt, but it's an extremely low chance. It's tomorrow morning we actually start to see the front arriving and bringing us that chance of showers and possible storms. We're on the very tail edge of a risk of some severe weather, but you can see the greater threat is well northwest of here. That's where that front's going to be arriving throughout more of the day as we get throughout the day. So as we head into Friday morning, it's not that chilly. Temperatures still up to around upper 50s, lower 60s in the coolest spots, but the winds are starting to ramp up already. It'll be a windy day. So here's some of the best and latest forecast as the actual fronts edging in tomorrow morning. Could be a little wet for your morning drive, getting kids to school, wherever you need to be. So maybe taking a couple extra minutes, but it's starting to wrap up by around 9. And by the time we get to the afternoon, we actually have a decent amount of sun. The winds will be whipping though, 20 to 30, and that's going to mean a wind advisory. But the temperatures don't really drop initially. So with those storms, and at least for Friday, we'll be at the starting point for where the front's going to drive in. But the greater threat of strong storms is north and even farther east as we go out to the day. So we might be in that kind of spot where the front hits us at the weakest point of any of the storms over the next 2 days and just gives us some showers. I think the morning roads are a little bit wet, so give it a few extra minutes in the morning hours. Friday high temperatures before the cold front's through, we're still into the 70s. And windy though, those winds will be really, really strong, switching to the west at about 20 to 30 miles per hour, possible gusts even higher. And we're going to have gale warnings going on open waters. So look out for that. The winds might be the worst part of this storm for us. It does drop into cold by Saturday morning. We're talking cold, northern parts of the area, the North Shore 20s, some freezes to the South Shore. And then we're only looking for highs to the day into the mid to upper 50s. Sunday, it's just chilly, maybe not quite as frigid, but it sets up for this storm that's going to be dropping in that round of Arctic air. I am going to be watching the chance that we have some precipitation edging in with that extremely cold Arctic air. I don't see a lot right now, and a lot of it starts to evaporate. It's most about the temperature forecast. Tapping into cold that originates from the Arctic Circle, being driven in by the initial front, but helping to be pumped in by an additional storm that's into Canada to help kind of accelerate that our way. Initial lows into Tuesday morning, low 20s North Shore, possibly upper 20s to near freezing South Shore and all the way to the coast. High temperatures into Tuesday, only to some 30s for some spots. And into Wednesday morning, the real cold is setting in, so it's about a day and a half later, about a half day later now for the core of the cold to be here. But teens and a possible hard freeze to the South Shore is why we've already made them WDSU first warning weather alert days for Tuesday to Wednesday. You want to think about wrapping some exposed pipes right now, making sure for sure that furnace is working, maybe outdoor pets finding a place inside here too. Obviously, those gardeners, you're going to want to speak of plants as well. Watching for some shower potential, a storm overnight tomorrow morning. I think it's the morning drive, a little wet. The weekend's dry, but then, of course, we'll keep watch of the big blast of Arctic air next week.